Thank the heavens you came down here. They're animals. Thank the heavens you came down here. They're animals. Thank the heavens you came down here. They're animals. Thank the heavens you came down here. They're animals. You're going down.
Express these wounds.
Thank the heavens you came down here. They're animals. Thank the heavens you came down here. They're animals.
Express these wounds. Express these wounds. Focus. Express these wounds.
This is the end.
Thank the heavens you came down here. They're animals.
There is no time to...
Ah, I'm healed.
Yet another village with no purpose. I will replenish our supplies and continue my search elsewhere. You will all, of course, have to die.
Thousand cuts.
You can't keep up! Yet...
Thousand cuts.
Cannon fire, look at... Watch yourself!
Heavenly wave. Thousand cuts. Thousand cuts. I must drink.
I'm too much!
1,000 cuts.
Cannon fire, look out!
This is the end.
Stress these. Stress.
Oh! Yeah! Yeah!
Thousand cuts.
Cannon fire, look!
Stress
Look
these.
out!
I'm too much for you.
Watch out! Cannon fire, look out!
Focus.
Watch yourself!
You're going down.
Thousand cuts.
Cannon fire, look! Look out!
Stress these.
I'm too much for you!
Yeah!
I must dress these wounds. 1,000 cuts. I must dress these wounds.
Cannon! Look up!
Heavenly wave.
Yeah!
I must dress these wounds.
Yet
1,000 cuts.
Cannon fire! Look out! Look out! Watch it!
1,000 cuts. Heavenly wave. Focus. 1,000 cuts.
You're going down!
Cannon! Watch yourself.
You're too slow!
Watch out.
Heavenly wave. 1,000 cuts.
Watch yourself.
What are you? Your skills are more than this tiny village warrants. But I also see something strange, an oddity. You could be an anomaly or a sign of who I seek. A further test is needed. These mercenaries are not the only threat I command. Let us see you contend with this.
Thousand cuts. Staff. Staff. Thousand cuts. Stress these with
Yeah!
thousand cuts.
Cannon fire, look out!
Yet a...
Thousand cuts.
Cannon fire, look out! Watch yourself!
You're too slow!
Look out!
Thousand cuts.
Watch yourself!
You won't...
Watch out!
Heavenly wave. Thousand cuts. Focus.
You're going to...
What are you? Your skills are more than this tiny village warrants.
Thousand cuts.
This is the end!
Impressive. Clearly, I have been too dismissive in my search. This village will be torn asunder, Whatever you are hiding, I will have it! I have seen enough of your skills. You will die now, so I am not troubled later.
You! Well fought, my student, but I cannot risk you against a foe like this yet.
So blatant. We never thought to look in so humble a place. We expected an army. Your strategy, as always, is impeccable.
Your search is over, assassin, but no one will hear of your success. It would seem that my past is catching up to me, and you are destined to be swept along. You have faced your first spirit opponents far sooner than I intended. Dawnstar can explain the nature of such creatures. I must go and make sure everything is in place. I thought I had more time, but perhaps you are ready. You would have fought, and you would have died. You are not ready, but you soon will be. There is no choice left to us. I will explain at the school. You have done well, but more than this awaits you. See to your fellow villagers and students, and return to me at the school. We have a great deal to discuss.
We fought well against those bandits, but I had no idea Master Li could command that kind of power. He destroyed that ship so easily. This is so confusing. Master Li said I could explain the nature of spirits, but these were different. That sorcerer forced them to appear like wild dogs let loose. So many spirits seem lost, as if the way to their rest is blocked. I didn't think they were dangerous, but those on the beach, I sensed madness. Time drove them mad. You disrupted them by defeating them in combat. They will not reform for a long time. I hope there is peace in that, but I don't know. So much is worrying me. I was worried enough when we were expecting bandits. Now it seems there are dangers we don't even know about. Master Li called that sorcerer an assassin. Assassins don't attack at random. They have very specific prey. I don't want anything to happen to this home. I've never belonged anywhere else. Would it be strange of me to say I don't know? I have very little memory of my home before coming here, even though I was 3 years old when I arrived. I remember moving around a lot, never staying anywhere for long, and for some reason, the robes of that sorcerer looked familiar to me. I don't know why. I'm sure it's nothing, just the memories of childhood playing tricks. With glimpses of the spirit realm invading my thoughts, I could have seen them anywhere. I can't remember specific incidents, but I am used to being shunned. People are not very welcoming of those who appear to not let the dead lay peacefully. Master Li said I was brought to him by a concerned ally who received me from yet another person. That person wanted me safe, but he said he couldn't ensure it himself. Master Li doesn't know who that guardian was or what I needed protection from. He promised to look into it, but he's not had time. Your training has taken precedence. My abilities are just a curiosity. You are the center of attention here. I prefer it this way. I can just be. Yes, I suppose you know something about that as well. I hope this does not sound odd, but I am glad we share that. Thanks for this talk. The events on the beach worried me, but you always improve my mood. Let's get back to what you need to do. Well, we've already visited Gu Jin, who used to be a guard in the west, they say. Old Ming always has a story, and he's usually by the statue on the beach. Merchant Fen Do is in the village square. He's been expecting new goods any day now, for weeks. Oh, for training or learning the philosophy behind martial combat, go see Smiling Mountain. He is behind the ring, near the student quarters. He's always amusing. I don't want to think about it too much. Manipulating Qi has not come as naturally to me as it has to you. The things I do are different. I can see spirit shapes and hear the odd whisper. Master Li was surprised, but he has not had time to look into it further. Your training is his primary interest. Hopefully I'll find my skills useful for more than just keeping me up at night. Could we go on to something else? We are all spiritual creatures. When we die, our spirits are released to find their way to the underworld. The journey eases the transition from life to death. If their time among the living was troubled or painful, spirits sometimes get lost. They can seem almost alive and are often mistaken for living creatures. They usually only appear for a short time. They say what they need to say and then are drawn to the underworld. If a person's life was very traumatic, his or her spirit can lose its way for a long time. They can go mad trapped in the world of the living. Maddened spirits change. They lose their connection to the living world and begin to channel darker emotions. They can be very dangerous. I've only seen hints of those. It's been enough. I'm very worried about what may be coming. I don't know. That's the kind of thing old men sit on mountains to discover. Some say it is a place of judgment. Maybe it's about reincarnation. You'd think we could just ask the spirits themselves, but if we can't really understand our own answers, how can we hope to fathom theirs? Then we should return to Master Li so he can talk to you about this attack.
Wanakapir sari awaf, van sier surufus isinosaurus usuno. Taui ir koana ir sonir ipoki. Nararo, na pirarpirni, niktakatashi. O nikasurir kwana no kuni ugnawata ir niknipier. Ikir niktine piru wo iferek ook son puno. Wo nikasurier kwana no koni ook nawata ir nik nipier. Yo kut nik kunk uno sa ir son kudnoka ook yorir. Ir sonir wo nikasurier kwana no ir usoanata hoki. Wo anania ifewir ook sonarok noka ook snapir. Ikirnik tinepirwo wo iferek ook son puno. Sata tawe ir wo nawa fu kuno su kutnia awafawa ir sutok. Sairos tiusiat saro rasipa ukar ir napso aku. Nararo na pirni niktakatashi. Ikirnik tinepirwo wo iferek ook son puno. Sata kwa ir nikarwa fan. Nararo na pirni niktakatashi. Konir fuk no sankud na no wana nyapir. Isana yuyo. Nararo na. Wo anania ifewir ook sonarok noka ook snapir. Wo nikasurier kwana no koni ook nawata ir nik nipier. Konir fuk no sankud na no wana nyapir. Isana yuyo. Wo nikasurier kwana no koni ook nawata ir nik nipier. Yukut ni. Wo sun pununok yapapap nasia iwir sa ir uoth. Ikirnik tinepirwo wo iferek ook sun puno. Tawe ir kawana ir sonir ipoki.
You flatter, sir. I am sorry not every student has earned such respect.
Wuno wir na no ba irsu. Isana yuyo. Konir fuk no sankud na no wana nyapir. Wo soki po ir ukar so iro. Niato wo no napadi irovir. Koni ook nawata ir. Tasir sir tintu. Funir wo wosi wo tahufu. Wo sun pununok yapapap nasia iwir sa ir uoth. Wo anania ifewir ook sonarok noka ook snapir. Yukut ni kunk uno sa ir son kudnoka ook yorir. Wo nikasurier kwana no koni ook nawata ir nik nipier. Ikirnik tinepirwo wo iferek ook son puno. Sa ir yagoak kokonato sir ipanoneniko. Niato wo no napadi irovir. Koni ook nawata ir. Konir fuk no sankud na no wana nyapir. Isana yuyo. Ir kana. Wo nikasurier kwana no kasa ir iroro. Yukut ni kunk uno sa ir son kudnoka ook yorir. Ko nirpuk no sangkud na no wana nyapir. Isana yuyo. O nikasurier kwana no koni uk nawata ir nik nipier. Ko nirpuk no sangkud na no wana nyapir. Isana yuyo.
O sensu kokopir fuku.
Sa ir yagoak kokonato sir ipanoneniko. Wo anania ifewir uk sonorok noka uk snapir. Ikirnik tinepiru wo iferek uk son puno. Sa uk sosa sarano fuk no rik ni uk ni akawanir rapani. Wo son puno no yapapap nasia iwir sa ye uth.
I'm so glad you and Master Lee arrived when you did. My father ran to the school gate to find students to help. Did he make it? He didn't make it? No. Please, no. This town was his home. He shouldn't have died like this. Hopefully Master Lee can give this some meaning. A sorcerer here.
Oh, you! You're a friend of Dawnstar, right? I'm looking for her. Dawnstar, there you are. I know I haven't spoken to you in a while. I saw him again last night, and I remembered what you said. I wasn't as afraid.
I'm glad, Mrs. Zhang.
He seemed peaceful, if a bit lost. But I know it's not your fault now. I'm sorry for disturbing you and for what I said before.
Remember Zhang Jin, her son? He drowned last year after the mooring she tied let go. A sad accident. I saw his spirit and told her. She thought I was calling up ghosts. Some spirits return because of trauma, to rectify something that disturbed them in life or death. They are very focused. When the pain is gone, they find rest. At least they are supposed to. Jin's spirit told his mother the accident wasn't her fault. Now he wanders unconnected to this world and unable to pass to the next. Troubled spirits can be set to rest for a time, but unless the greater problem is corrected, it seems all dead are destined to wander until they go mad. I'm sorry, this has been difficult. I don't want to think about how it affects specific people. I'm still not sure I should have told Mrs. Zhang about her child. I don't know. People just want to be left alone with their grief. I guess blame is easier to understand than chance. Come on, we should go see if the students are all right. Master Lee will be waiting.
It's a good thing we have Master Lee here. Don't forget his senior student. They say he's the one who dealt with many of the bandits.
Those bandits will think twice before threatening a town protected by the likes of Master Lee. They were fools to even come here. The only shame is that their ship sunk. Think what we could have done with their plunder. Ah, well, that's another opportunity lost. In this town, it's vital for a businessman to keep tabs on anyone with 2 coins to rub together. Things haven't been this slow since the long drought. That master of yours keeps things ludicrously stable while merchants thrive on strife. During the long drought, prices rocketed into the sky like fireworks. I can't say that. He's a wise man who sees to the heart of things. If I were to complain about anything, it's how few students he attracts. A skilled master could bring a lot of people into this town, but he is very selective about who comes. That's his business, I'm sure, but it affects my business as well. I get by. I suppose I shouldn't wish for strife, lest it come knocking on my door. Besides, the bandits didn't do as much to bring people to the store as I hoped, so maybe stability is underrated. Happily, we don't need to waste time on my gripes when there's silver to be spent. You'd think the recent attack would have people buying supplies or weapons or something, but alas, business has not improved. Who could be more important than Master Li? He is the anchor of this town, and none question his wisdom. Two Rivers has always accepted the masters of your school as leaders, but none have taken to it with the skill, authority, or wisdom of your master. No different from anyone else. If you keep to yourself, no one bothers you. Well, you are always asking questions. That can be tiring. Although I do prefer that over Gao's posturing, he is not well liked. But his father has money, so he gets his way. If you wish, what do you want to know? I've never set my eyes beyond the horizon you can see from here. There must be someone else you could ask. I send my thanks to the Spirit for successful journeys just like everyone else. I don't have any special insight. Why not ask your friend there? Dawn Star knows more about the spirit realm than anyone, it seems. She's been a great help from time to time.
I do what I can to help, good merchant. That's all any of us can do.
I grew up during the worst of it, but I don't remember much. Just the joy when the Emperor put an end to it. Two Rivers was almost deserted by that time, but Master Li arrived soon after, and we've had peace ever since. I don't know. That's why the Emperor is the Emperor, and I'm content to be here. I don't need to worry about it. If you wish, what do you want to know? Well, there isn't much to tell. I'm just a simple merchant trying to ply his trade in a town that resists spending money. One day the gods will recognize my suffering and elevate me to their ranks. If you wish, what do you want to know? I have nothing at the moment. I can't keep my stock up. People are scared to travel, which prevents goods from getting here. I must apologize. I do what I can, but the ghosts and bandits limit travel. They viciously force many caravans to turn back. To hear some of the caravan masters talk, there are problems of this type all over the Empire. I will be sure to let you know as soon as anything comes to town. Do come back when the weight of your silver is slowing you down. Always happy to help.
Don't be silly. He's the one with that marvelous dragon tattoo on his back. He must have quite a few young ladies pining after him by now. I once heard Master Li say that he was one of the most adept students he'd ever seen, as if he had no real weakness while fighting.
Hey, boys, look who it is.
Is that the one gal the Lesser's always going on about?
I think so. I say we teach a little lesson about staying in your place when great men like Gao are around. Teach this whelp a lesson in manners.
1,000 cuts. Heavenly wave. Staff.
Good job with those ruffians. Those bandits weren't gentle with this town. I'm going to help out with some of the repairs. I'm just glad you two got a chance to try those weapons out for real. Looks like they handled themselves well, just like you two. Oh, be fair. I may be the weapon master around here, but it's Master Li who really does the training. I help out, but he's the real reason you two are so good. I used to be a guard in Broken Path, a little town in the western part of the Empire. It was a sleepy place like this, though the residents were miners, not farmers. That whole province is called the Hills of the Six Holy Scrolls for a reason. It's rocky, as rich in minerals as it is in ancient temples. After the body takes enough of a beating, it just doesn't fight as well as it once did. About 10 years ago, something just broke loose. Ghosts stormed out of the hills, dozens of them charging from the west. We tried to fight them, and it worked to some degree. But these ghosts were howling mad. Some of them didn't even look human anymore, like monsters they were. They came from the hills in the west, but beyond that, no one knows. The scary part is that these days I hear more and more stories about ghosts haunting the roads. I wonder if we in Broken Path saw the beginning of whatever is happening now. It's hard to say, but there are an awful lot of rumors about ghosts these days. I haven't the whisper of a clue. They simply attacked, all transparent and screaming rage in those hollow voices of theirs. Ghosts can't die, but they can be... dispersed is the best word. They come back after a while, though. I guess there's no peace for the dead, except to go to the underworld, like most everyone does when they die. We won, but many people joined the ghosts' ranks that day. People were spooked, claiming that the hills were haunted. Soon enough, Broken Path became an empty path. It was deserted. Still sore from the fighting, I made my way south to what I found to be more peaceful lands. It's a sleepy little town, usually, and bandit attacks are virtually unheard of. Who wants to rob farmers? Rice isn't worth enough to carry it away. The only real visitor we have is that strange fellow who came in for supplies once or twice. He's just some mad hermit, though. He tries to avoid the village proper. The best thing about this place is Master Li's leadership. It's like the man was born to it. I never caught his name, and he shies away from the village proper, so I think he prefers it that way. His visits are so rare, I'm not surprised you haven't heard of him. Merchant Fen Do won't even speak of the man. Just gives him a few basic supplies and lets him go. Oh well, no concern of ours. If a man wants to keep to himself, I say we let him do it. You're right. There's plenty to do.
Quite a bit of excitement. Yes, bandits can be tricky opponents. Of course, that didn't stop Gao the Lesser from beating a few of them senseless. That boy enjoys causing pain. They were lucky I had to stay at my post. Yes, lucky. Master Li wouldn't like it if I wasn't here to stop his students leaving. Why do you need to ask? A bandit attack isn't of enough interest? What else would people talk about? Perhaps one of the villagers can accommodate you? I would rather focus on my job. Two Rivers may be remote and calm, but I still take the task of protecting it seriously. Farewell.
A potential customer is a welcome customer. What can I do for you?
I knew you would not let those bandits overrun the village. I hope I equal your skill someday. Please do not. No, it's just... No, that... How quick... Master Li was looking to speak with you, wasn't he? After he...
Those bandits hurt a lot of people. Good thing you didn't get hurt too bad.
Those bandits are scary, but sometimes Master Li is a little scary too.
I heard how you faced those bandits in the village. Many people are impressed, but I expected no less. Your skill is a match for any rough bandit. Is there anything you need? Perhaps a training session with some of the students. It would do them good. Ah, yes, training. For some time now, I have offered, for a small fee, to run students through a short regimen that will help them enhance their abilities. The lessons you learn from me, or from any trainer for that matter, will stay with you and help make you stronger, or better able to focus your mind or magic. Let's see what you can learn. Yes, and the students are on edge from the bandit attack. It would do them good to work some of that out. It is a shame about Kia Min. She holds the record for the most opponents defeated in my little training challenge. No one can challenge her record while she is injured. I have a little something tucked away for anyone who can best Kia Min's feat. That includes you, of course, but any attempt will have to wait until she is healed. You could match it, but with Kia Min injured, there aren't enough students free to beat it. You will have to wait until she is healed to challenge the record. I know you held it until recently, but Kia Min has a knack for group fights, and she set a new bar just yesterday. As I said, I have a special incentive for anyone who can beat her performance, but you will have to wait until she is healed before I have enough students. Her wound was not mortal, but it was severe enough that I will not let her fight as she is. I suppose you could ask her if there's anything you could do to help. I can arrange for a little sparring. Are there any special conditions you would like to introduce? I know you prefer a challenge. I am sorry, but Master Li does not permit such techniques to be flaunted at the school. There is danger in wielding such power if you are not ready. He does not demonstrate those skills very often. There are paths of the way that hold great temptation if one is not careful. I can clarify this, but I cannot offer the fight you wish. Very well. I'll choose someone who is competent in one-on-one combat. This is only a practice bout, so fight until your opponent is knocked out. Get ready. Very good. Another victory well earned. Now, is there anything else you would like? Yes, I suppose your fight against the bandits made you want to brush up on this technique. I can arrange for as many as 4 students to fight you. Facing a foursome means that you will have to remain aware of the fighting environment the whole time. Be ready. Remember, this is only a practice match. It will continue until you or your opponents are rendered unconscious. Very good. Another victory well earned. Good. I am... Very good. Remember that...
Heavenly wave. This is the end. 1,000 cuts.
You are improving every day. I have observed your technique, and you may not realize it, but you are more resilient. Let me show you. Now, is there anything else you wish at the moment? Good.
Those bandits learned a hard lesson. Master Li is not a man to stand by while the town is attacked. Same with you. When something has to be done, you do it. What can I do to help you? It would be an honor.
You won't see me coming!
To hear Gao tell it, he single-handedly beat back the bandits. But I know you did the lion's share. Too bad I was stuck up here minding the younger students. It would have been great to see Master Li deal with that sorcerer. We so rarely see our master's true abilities in action. What do you need from me? Am I interested in you defeating me again? Ooh, of course I am. Imagine the gossip.
Staff. Focus. 1,000 cuts. Stress these. Heavenly wave. 1,000
I wish I had seen Master Li destroy the bandits. That style he used sounded impressive.
You are the hero of the moment. Gao claims that he dealt with hordes of bandits, but everyone else agrees that you turned aside their main attack. It is good that you were here. My foolish lack of attention forced Master Li to come to my rescue, and left me with a wound that will take a few weeks to heal. Master Li assures me I will heal in time. It's a shame, as Smiling Mountain was teasing me just yesterday with some special prize. Smiling Mountain trains students in group combat, and just yesterday I managed to break your record for the number of opponents faced at once. He teased me by saying if I could go one higher, he might have a prize for me. I suppose he might make the same offer to you, if you're up to it. If I could fight, he could likely round up enough opponents for you to make a run at a new record, but I can't face anyone with this wound. Unless you can speed up time, I'm not sure there's much that can be done. Master Li has already tended to it. Then again, I vaguely recall a grass or herb that hastens the healing process. Someone like Old Ming might know for sure. He's quite interested in herbs. I think so, though I can't remember the name. It was some kind of rare grass, I think. I don't think it's a common plant, no. The only person I can think of who might know for sure would be Old Ming. I think so, though I'm not sure, but if you had to buy it, I'd happily pay you back for the trouble you went through. This wound will heal in time regardless, but I wouldn't complain if it knitted faster. All the quicker to return to my training. When he's not hollering at students for making too much noise, he's usually down by the beach looking after the statue of Emperor Sun. I know you're very busy, but if you happen to have time and be passing by the beach, I'd appreciate it if you would at least ask Old Ming. If I'm lucky, he might know of an herb, and if heaven smiles upon me, he'll know where to find some. If you have to buy anything, let me know what it costs and I'll pay you back happily. It would be worth it to get back to training. I haven't talked to many of the newer students. The only one I have strong opinions about is Gao. He and I have sparred many times. He's come dangerously close to injuring me, and I've seen his aggression hurt others. I've expressed my concerns to Smiling Mountain, and he wisely advises me to focus on myself. If I let my anger get the better of me, I'm no better than Gao. I'll answer what I can. Master Li cares deeply for all of us, despite his stern demeanor. Look how he came to my rescue when the bandit's spell left me wounded. I've heard a rumor that the man leading the bandits seemed to know Master Li, but I really couldn't say why. It's scary to think they came here with a purpose, though. Why don't you ask Master Li? I'll answer what I can. I can only feed you answers that are common knowledge. Some of the other students might help you more. Wen is the most widely traveled here, and Lin hasn't been able to stop talking about ghosts, which is a nice change when we're talking about everyone else. If you have questions about history or philosophy, I recommend avoiding us students. Learn about the past from those who were there. I'll answer what I can. Take care. Oh, and if you happen to find anything that might help this wound after you talk to Old Ming, let me know.
Sana orkane aya kaneani?
Niato nanabadi irovir. koni ook nawata ir. Tawe ir kawana ir soni ir ipoki. Wuno wir na no ba ir su. Isana yoyo konir fuk no sankut na no wana napir. Niato no napadi irovir. Koni ook nawata ir. Ir kana. O nikasuri ir kwana no kasa ir iroro. Tasi ir si ir tintu. Fonye wo wosi ye wo tahufu. Ipanar nuko iwa ir nikasanarir. Iroro ni nuwa sa ir kana. Ohoho, to fuwe ta wita ir ukarashita wewo. Usair kokonato, tanatnia, katanano, shafatoyo, kokonato siir ipano neniko. Niato no napadi irovir, koni uk nawata ir. Usair kokonato, tanatnia, katanano, shafatoyo, kokonato siir ipano neniko. Tikotro tuaso.
Pafawe kosawi toa.
A potential customer is a welcome customer. What can I do for you? Oh yes, I had heard that someone was injured and immediately saw the opportunity to make vast sums of... No, to make a difference, that's it. Anyway, I've checked my stocks and I only have enough ingredients to make 1 dose of the salve for a poultice. I'm not sure how much good it will do by itself. Might take a bit of the sting away. Oh, now that's thinking, isn't it? Yes, I suppose red silkgrass might be just the thing for a wound. I could add it to the poultice. Expensive stuff, that. Very pricey. Hard to acquire, too. Would certainly help her wound, but I know something just as good. Get her some bearded tongue grass and she'll feel better. It won't hasten the healing any, so she'll have to take it easy, but it will deaden the pain. If you think you can justify such opulence to heal something that time would take care of, who am I to argue? I'll just need your payment to prepare the poultice. Business has been slow. What am I supposed to do? Starve? You're right. That wouldn't be just given the circumstances. As much as I hate to do it, I can knock a few silvers off the price for you. An excellent choice. I'll mix the salve for you and prepare the poultice. It won't take a moment. There you go. Her pain will fade quickly and the binding effects of red silkgrass will make sure she can fight again, if she wants to. Your generosity is extreme, but who am I to complain? Enjoy, and I hope it makes your friend better quickly. Do come back when the weight of your silver is slowing you down. Always happy to help.
This has been a busy day for us all. Is there something you need? The sun breaks through the clouds when I hear news like this. Heavens, I can already feel it working. That's amazing. Yes, this should be perfect. The poultice must have cost you some silver. Let me repay you. What did it cost? However did you manage that? Must have been quite a feat. Why don't I give you the real value of the ingredients for your hard work? Given how quickly I could feel an effect, this cure was worth it. Here, take this with my thanks. If you're interested in trying to set a new record for Smiling Mountain's special prize, whatever it is, then I'll be ready. Goodbye.
What can I do for you? I am here to serve and train. I can arrange for a little sparring. Kiamin says that she is feeling well and her wound seems to be already healing. I believe she will provide a fine challenge for you. If you win this match, then I will have a special reward for you. Good fortunes.
Staff! Thousand cuts.
Well done. As promised, here is a reward for setting a new standard. Kiamin is eager to try again, but I asked her to rest for now. She seems well despite her earlier injury. Now, is there anything else you wish at the moment? Goodbye. I am here if you need anything.
You fought well, and the record is yours. I'm happy for you and couldn't care less about the record. It was just good to fight again and feel no pain. I'm a bit tender right now, but that's to be expected. I should be in much better shape before long. What can I do for you? Goodbye.
I hope you were not injured in the bandit attack. You fought bravely from what I hear.